Yo guys, what is up? Real American Josh here, and I'm doing the AFC South representative from the one of the representatives from the AFC South for the playoffs last year. The Titans went 9-7 and made the wild card last year, and I still think they got a pretty good team, but they face stiff competition with the Jaguars and Texans. The Colts really are not that good. They're not going to be good this year, but the Titans definitely do face stiff competition. So let's get this started. Week 1 at Miami. If you've already watched my Dolphins video, you already know it's a 27-13 loss. Week 2 at home against the Texans, another loss, 27-21. And then week 3, another loss, 31-24 to the Jags. All right, so week 4. All right, obviously the first 3 you've seen them in previous videos. Week 4 at home against the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, the Titans are facing 0-4 here. They get a 23-17 overtime win over the Eagles. All right, the Titans actually, if you've seen both, you've already seen my Patriots video. The Titans beat both of the teams that were playing in the Super Bowl last year, but they got both of them at home and they won both of those games. All right, next week at the Bills. The Titans grab a 24-20 win. And then at home against the Ravens, a 31-20 win. So 3 in a row after a 0-3 start. And then unfortunately a 21-13 loss to the Chargers drops them to 3-4 on the season. But then at Dallas, they go on the road at Dallas and dominate 31-10. A team that, as you've already seen, beat the Jaguars in that stadium in Dallas. They beat the Jaguars. The Titans actually beat the Cowboys and Eagles, who they beat all 3 of the teams that beat the Jaguars, because they do. You've already seen the Texans video. They beat the Texans later on in the year too. So the Titans actually show, unfortunately they can't beat the Jaguars, but they show they can compete with the Jaguars because they beat those 3 teams that beat them, which is really interesting if I say the least. Next week at home against the Patriots, a 38-24 victory over the Patriots. The Titans are showing that they are for real. And obviously the Titans have weapons. They got Eric Decker, Corey Davis should come into his own. He was coming in last year and playing good in the playoffs. Rashard Matthews, Tywan Taylor, really good receiving options actually. Underrated receiving options. Derrick Henry at running back. And Dion Lewis is a really underrated tailback. He'll probably be a pass-catching back out of the backfield. But, Delaney Walker, the offensive line's really good. Delaney Walker's a mainstay. He's been good for years, and he will continue to be good. And that defense is very underrated. They were down 21-3 against the Chiefs. And, hey, that defense held the Chiefs up so that the Titans could win. And the Titans held their own with the Patriots, I'd say, for a while there. They really did, but New England pulled away in the end. But the Titans definitely did hold their own. So the Titans have shown that they can compete with the top teams, Their next game at the Colts, an easy 31-14 win. And then they go on the road to play the Texans and win 31-28. That's the 3rd team that beat the Jaguars that the Titans have beat, which is really interesting, Next game at home against the Jets. The win streak continues with a 24-7 win over the Jets. Easy win there. Next game at home against the Jaguars, and unfortunately, a 31-6 loss to the Jaguars shows that the Titans, they can compete with the Jaguars until they play the Jaguars, and they really can't compete with them. And then they follow that up by going on the road against the Giants and losing that 21-17. A rough loss there against the Giants team that really isn't very good. Yeah, really rough loss there. But they'll close out the season at home against the Redskins with a 24-17 win, and at home against the Colts with a 23-16 win. Maybe a little bit too close of a win against the Colts, but overall, the Titans finished 10-6, which means they're in contention for that 6th wild card spot. Because they're in contention for a wild card spot. Right now, as of right now, I'd say the Dolphins had the advantage because they did beat the Titans in week 1, and they had the same record. But if you look, the Dolphins did lose 3 games in a row to end the season. However, the tiebreaker definitely goes to the Dolphins for beating the Titans early in the season. But like the Titans, they like when you compare the Dolphins and Titans, you know, the Dolphins lost 3 in a row to end the season. The Titans won, like they won a couple of games in a row to end the season, and before those couple of games they lost a couple of games, but they also had a 5-game win streak in which they beat the Patriots and the Texans. So the Titans definitely have a little bit more momentum than the Dolphins. However, right now I'd give it the Dolphins. The Texans, obviously, as of right now, they have the 5th seed. They have the first wild card spot because, I mean, 11-5, they looked really good. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it. Redneck out. Peace.